It's the second date update on Mojo in the Morning.
Why you're not getting a call back after you went on a date? We're going to find out right now. So, Nick not calling back. Taylor, how you doing?
Hi. Well, could be better.
Yeah? So, you went on a date and you're not getting a call back. But there was something that you did on this date that I got to tell you, I don't think you should have done. And Nick's going to tell us about it right now. Nick, are you there?
Hey, how you doing?
Good. Say hello, Nick, to Taylor.
Hi.
Hi, Nick.
So,
How you doing?
Just curious why we're not going on that second date.
So Nick, you told our producer about the date, and when she told us about this, I'm like, we got to get these guys on the air. Will you tell the listeners what Taylor brought with her on this date?
Yeah, well, Taylor, she brought her friend Amanda on the date.
She wasn't invited, right?
No, it was supposed to be just the two of us.
What was the reason, Taylor? Was it for security, or you were just out with her already, or why bring a friend?
Well, I don't understand why this is weird at all. It's not like we met before. We've only been messaging on Facebook. And, how dare I make sure that I'm safe just in case, he's an axe murderer.
Okay, no, we agree with you wanting to be safe, but shouldn't you mention that? Because I think a date implies 1 + 1 hanging out together.
Well, it's not like we said that in so many words. It's also important for people to meet my friends. I'm just trying to start slow. I didn't think it was weird at all.
Okay, so
but I think go ahead.
Let's get
Sorry. Yeah.
Let's paint a picture for us. So you went and picked her up, Nick, or did you guys meet out?
No, we met out, and she showed up with her friend.
Okay,
and
so you show up, and you're sitting at the table, or you walk up to the table, and they're there.
No, we met out front, and there was two of them.
Okay.
And then we went in, yeah. It was super weird.
But do you have to bring somebody with you if you're in a public place? I mean, I get the idea that you want safety, and women definitely, and men should have safety when they're going on a date. But if you're in a public place, do you have to bring another person with? And if you do bring another person with, like in Taylor's case, shouldn't you have to say something?
Well, yes, of course.
Like, I'm inviting?
Yes. That is an awkward situation to walk into.
Taylor, have you done this before?
Totally.
What kind of reaction did you get from other people that you've gone out with?
It's just like a group hang. It's not weird at all.
Well, but it wasn't a group hang. It was a date.
That wasn't the expectation. Right. I think that and this is my personal opinion, but I think that you and Nick need to get to know each other first and then kind of bring friends into the mix of getting to know you guys. Right?
Here's the question. When you go on a date and you're expecting that your date is with one person, can you bring a friend without even mentioning it to the person that you're going on a date with? And that's what Taylor did. And I'd love to ask this question too. What did somebody bring with them on the date that was just really strange? 844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548 is our telephone number. Nick, what did you think of Taylor's friend? What was Taylor's friend's name?
She brought her friend Amanda.
Amanda. What did you think of? Who'd you like better, Amanda or Taylor?
Well, that could also happen. Right?
Well, I don't know. I ended up paying for both of them.
Well, that was my next question.
Oh.
That was my next question. I was going to ask who paid, because that's another implication of bringing a third person to the date. There's expectations there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Nobody forced you to do that.
But did you offer Taylor? Did you say she's going to pay for her stuff, or?
He offered first, and we were like, okay, thanks.
Let me grab Jill here. Jill, what did you want to say? Second date update?
Good morning. I think this is a little bit weird. If it was a group hang, then she should have said something, and he probably would have brought a friend too. But To invite your friend on the date is a little bit weird. She could have just sat at the bar or at another table.
Don't you think it would have been weird if he showed up with another dude? You know what I mean? Like I get
saying
the
anything?
yeah. Like I think that
Yeah.
I get the idea that you want to be safe, and safety is definitely for both. But
1,000%.
if a guy all of a sudden two guys show up at the date, you're like, what is going on here? You feel like you're being taken advantage of.
Absolutely.
Right, I would feel even more weird at that point. Like, what is going on? She could have just had her friend sit at the bar. That way, if something happened, she's right there.
Right.
Or
Yep.
let him know, and then he would have brought a friend too, and then it would have been less awkward.
Marilyn, what's going on? Second date update.
Hi. I think she was just a little obvious about it. Like, for example, when I was in high school, I went on a date, and it was at a movie theater, so I just had my friend and her other friend be, like, at another movie, but at the same theater. That was just in case anything happened. You know, she was there. But I think Taylor was a little bit obvious about how she did it, and it was kind of imposing for Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems very obvious and very awkward. Mojo in the morning, 844 Mojo Live. Texter here, 95500 says that I don't see anything wrong with this except for the fact that she didn't tell him ahead of time. When I go on dates, I always make sure that I bring friends with, and he's even brought friends before in the past. Another texter here says, you were talking about strange things people brought with on their date. I went on a date with a girl who brought her 2 dogs with her on the date. It was really awkward because the dogs didn't like me at all. Could you imagine if all of a sudden you bring your dogs with? Although that's a good indicator
It
of
sure is.
whether or not you're actually going to like the person. I'm shocked at the amount of people that are texting in, not seeing anything wrong with what Taylor did. People that actually are looking at it as just a safety thing. What's up, Mo? I'm sorry, Shannon. What were you going to say?
Well, people are texting, if he was so weirded out by it, then why didn't he just end the date right there when he walked in and saw?
Yeah.
Taylor
Why
and
did you not do
Amanda?
that, Nick? Hold on, I'm gonna put you on hold for a second. Turn your radio down, Mo. Why didn't you just, if you were so weirded out by it, why didn't you just get up and say, you know what, I'm leaving?
I just felt like I had to be like a nice person. I just felt like I don't know. I just felt like I felt trapped and like do the right thing, which in retrospect seems, I was kind of pissed off when I left.
Yeah.
Mo?
Yeah.
Comment.
Mo.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Now, Mo would be somebody you'd want him to bring somebody with on the
So he
date.
doesn't hurt himself.
Sam?
Hey, I'm just kind of curious, like, you're not comfortable hanging out, like, one-on-one yet because you're getting to know each other. Why wouldn't you just suggest, like, hey, like, let's get a couple friends together, all hang out, and, like, if they hit it off,
It's a
then
great idea.
ask her a one-on-one.
Have you ever done that?
I have, yeah, and it worked out. I'm married to the guy. But, like,
Oh, that's
come on
cool.
now.
Yeah. I would be afraid because most of my friends are better looking than me. So I would be afraid that would actually turn whoever I'm going on a date with off. But I could see where that would be.
That's actually another great topic is, did you ever like double date, for a first date or even, first couple of dates, and it turns out that the guy that you were dating liked your friend more than you know?
Always a risk.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Yeah.
Mojo in the morning. Hello. Oh, God, the phone line is.
Phones are causing problems.
That is a little kind of rough, huh? That doesn't sound very yummy. What's going on, Mojo in the morning? Therapist Jen is on with us. Hi, Jen.
Hey, guys. Hi.
How you doing, Jen? Give us your professional opinion on this.
I have a good feeling that the girls thought it would be funny, and, let's see how he reacts. And maybe it was last minute, like, you should just come. Yeah, just come. Are you serious? And they had this whole conversation.
Really?
I thought it was kind of funny.
How did you get that? I didn't get that at all.
I don't know. I just got a gut feeling because that's just really socially, awkward. No one does that without saying, "Hey, I'm going to bring my friend," or it's just too strange that I feel like the girls thought, "Hey, maybe she said last second, like, just come." I don't think it was this long, drawn out plan, but I have a feeling that it was last second, and she said, "Just come." And they were curious how he'd react.
Are you friends with her, and you're just trying to make her? Or is this a patient or a client of yours?
That's my gut feeling. And then they wanted to see how he'd react, and of course he'd want a second date because he was awesome about it.
I don't get it at all. I don't think that's the case at all, Jen.
I think you're giving too much credit, but
I have a gut feeling. I do because no one.
All right, then let's ask her.
No one would
Taylor.
She didn't say that up front.
Taylor, is Jen right in that your gut feeling that you just thought it would be something fun to do with friends, or did you just do this because you?
Last second.
I mean, it was more like last second.
Okay.
I
So
was
no.
nervous.
All right.
Mojo, I know. When I know, see, she said
Jen,
last second.
you're a great therapist.
I think
Stick-
you were leading the witness.
Yeah. Stick to
Last second.
calling us up and giving us advice during breakup or makeup and am I an a-hole, Jen? Because I think your second
Okay.
I think you might be wrong.
Your
on this
whole
one.
business is actually built upon second date update and the lack of communication. But I think in this case,
Hold
you're
on.
giving her an out.
Katie,
It's definitely
what did you want to
last
say?
second thing.
Hold on.
Hi, I agree with therapist Jen. I think
Really?
that they were looking for a free meal.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the way that she responded to you when you said to her, why didn't she pay for herself? She's like, oh, well, he offered. And we were like, okay.
Right.
Like, it was just bizarre. I think if I was in that situation and I was like the third wheel, I would have said, you know what, I got this. It's, I'm here. You guys are on a date. I've got my own. But, like, that was very planned.
God bless to whoever just sneezed and got me there. All right.
You could turn the
It
microphone
was a long, drawn-out plan, but I think it was just like a last second, like, hey, just come. Cool with it.
Oh, that's that phone line again. Hold on, Jen.
I have to reset them.
All right, Jen. Love you. Thank you for calling.
All right. Love you guys.
I appreciate it.
Bye.
Mo
Hi.
or Moo?
So
Is it Mo or Moo? It has two O's up there.
Moo.
Moo. I did not want to say that to you because I didn't know that would be bad if all of a sudden I say Moo to somebody in the
Moo like a cow.
What's up, Moo?
I just think it's weird that people are asking, like, why wouldn't he just end the date and things like that. I think he was being a normal human and thought it would be, rude to be like, okay, you guys are weird. I think he was being an adult and knew that maybe she brought her for safety. But also, I think it was weird that the girls didn't say, hey, I just brought her for safety. You don't have to pay for her meal. Like, come on, grow up. Like, I think that was really, the situation was strange.
It was it was definitely to me going, I don't know, out of line for her to do that and not to actually think that she should have to pay for the meal for this friend or the friend pay. Thank you for the call. Second date update here on the Mojo in the Morning Show. More comments. You can always go and hit us up on Instagram, Facebook.